Welcome back to the channel. Today is a bit of an educational based day. One of my favorite parts of running a YouTube channel is sharing some of the stuff that I've learned and things that I've been given to make using technology and cameras more fun. So what we're going to be talking about today is how to use the Insta360 cameras to do that really cool bumper shot that you've seen in some of my videos recently. So the camera we're going to be using is this one right here called the Insta360 One X2. It's Insta360's newest 360 camera. But before you think this is a video about 360 video, it's not. The beauty of a camera like this is that it records 360 around you in 5.2K video, but then in post, you frame it down to the one single frame you want to actually use for your video. So what that means is you don't have to worry about where the camera is facing until you're already done recording. All you got to do is get it in the vicinity and you can pick your shot later. So here's how we're going to do this. First up, we're going to take this and we're going to go put this on the car. This is a 3 mounting axle, so you got 1, 2, 3 suction cups on there. And the reason why 3 is important for something like this is because we're going to take what's called the invisible selfie stick, which is this guy right here, which is Insta360's invisible stick, okay, and that's going to go really far off the back of my car. Then we're going to be placing this on there, okay, the camera on there. So what happens is if you only have 2, then it's really wobbly like this and it can tend to really push it down. But if there's 3, then it's going to hold it firmly up in the place that you actually want. It's getting it from all different angles. All the pole sides are secured. Now aside from this video here in my studio, all of the B-roll shots are going to be used on Insta360's little go-to camera. This is my favorite camera for all the quick little shots to add some extra footage to your videos. Watch this. What we're going to do here is we're going to take this magnet necklace, a little pendant here. We're going to wrap it around my neck. And then we take the camera right here, and this is the whole camera. Okay, there's more to it. You can look at the review if you want more information. Take it and just snap it on like that. Now you got a first-person view while we're out there putting this and setting it all up. So let's get out there and I'll show you how to do this. Another really cool way to do this is to set it up and you can use 2 different videos off the exact same camera, which is really fun. So for example, driving around in a snow drive like this today, it's almost like I have 2 different cameras when I only have 1. It's just that half the camera is looking outside, the other half of the camera is looking at me, and I don't have to set this during the time of putting the video on. I can do this all in post when I'm deciding how I want to use this footage later, which is really cool. Another shot that is super fun with the Insta360 One X2 is when you have a selfie stick, and not just any one, but an invisible selfie stick by Insta360. Because what you can do then is you can do like the out the window shot, which gives you a really cool perspective from outside of the car looking in, which most videos on a car are going to be in looking out. And so we've talked a lot about those today, and it's really simple. What these 360 cameras do is because they have the software set up and the 2 lenses on both sides, is they can crop out the stick. So as you're driving, it just, again, looks like someone's going beside you. We already did the back shot. Now it can look like someone's beside you while you're taking the shot. Like maybe I want to show you right now how much snow is all around the car. See, I can show you the snow. You can take a look at how my tires are slipping over here. And then you can get an awesome perspective out the window of my car and what's going on. I can move it straight above the car, move it down in front of the car. I mean, just think about the extra depth in videos you can use with a camera like this. And the greatest thing about this is that I don't have to worry about where I'm pointing the camera. With the One X2, it's so amazing because all you have to do is have the camera in the right area, and then in post, you can then choose if I want to point it towards the car, away from the car, in front of the wheel, behind the wheel. As long as the camera is in the vicinity, I can pick the shot later, which is something you just can't do with a normal camera, with a normal point and shoot camera, because you always got to make sure that what you're pointing that camera at is actually the thing you want to record. And the problem with that is if you're trying to drive and keep your focus on the road and be safe, you don't want to be worrying about where you're pointing your camera at. This, just stick it out the window, this nice little setup here, and you got all these awesome shots to add in your video, making you stand out and capturing the stuff you want to actually capture. It's all about not missing the shot. That's been my biggest take that I've gotten from these cameras, is that it just helps you not to miss the shot. Super cool. So anytime you have a camera where you can just place it somewhere and then pick all your shots later, it's going to give you a lot of creativity, way beyond what we even scratched the surface on today. For those of you who use 360 cameras in your video editing or would use them, I'd be curious down below, let me know how you would use a camera like this. I've used this camera for multiple different types of shots here in the camera, but I'm curious how you guys are using it. If you want more information on this camera or to pick one of these up yourself, of course I will leave the link down below in the description. And if there is any sort of discounts or giveaways associated with the camera, it'll all be down there. Also, if you're like me making review videos and tutorial videos about stuff like this, please let me know down below in the description, and maybe we'll add some more of them into the Wednesday miscellaneous videos here on the channel. Also, next week we're going to be having some fun with the Go 2 camera like we did with this one today, so make sure you stick around for that and that you have the bell notification rung so you can catch that video. That's going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next video.